Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me in my sweet Kawaii design planner, and I'm going to be using an old Kawaii subscription kit. Hey look, I said it right the first time. I can never say that at all. And I'm going to be planning for the week of, where did my cheat sheet go? March 18th through the 24th. And I'll give you a heads up, I don't really have a ton going on this week. So I'm going to hope. Dang it. The yawns are starting already. It's not even that late. Like, it's 8:45 on a Saturday night. I'm going to try and keep it moving so that we don't have, like an hour-long video. But this is, oh gosh, is this like 3 years old at this point? When this kit first came out, I loved it so much. I felt like it was kind of like the start of Tasia kind of like upping her, I don't want to say like creativity, but like variety in which like stuff was offered. Like I meant like in the design, there's like little elements that I just feel like were just so jam-packed into this kit, and it was just like the first time I felt like I was like mind blown by one of the kits that Tasia had done in like its entirety. So I bought 2 of them. And the other one I've used for 3 weeks already, so it's pretty depleted. So I'll use this and then I'll just combine the 2 together. And yeah, so let me just flip through this. No. I do not want to be yawning throughout this whole thing. This one has a lot more like functional elements in the full boxes. Not as much of like the quote and decoratives, which is fine. And you've got some of this. See, I just felt like adding the little elements with the stars there. I loved the my outliners as the weekend banners and the checklist. To be honest, I'm just not going to be using checklists this week. Just the little clouds in the half boxes, little mild liner date covers. Like, it just... Stop. This bottle wash is... Oh, I'm not actually going to apologize every time I yawn. I just can't do it. Well, I know why I'm tired. I did not get a ton of sleep last night. It was 2:30 before I even was considering closing my eyes. I could not sleep. Let's see. I'm going to be color blocking this. So I do want to see what kind of my options are, because I might start with a different color on the front. I might start with this one. Oh no, probably this one, like You Had Me at New Notebook. I'm probably going to use that one in the sidebar. So if that's purple, we're going to start this with the blue instead of pink. And that's just so that it like kind of goes in rainbow order still. And then on the side, I won't necessarily do like all purple all the way down. Oh, maybe I will. I don't know. Doubtful, but I could. Switch things up a little bit. We have options. Anywho, let's get this rolling. So yeah, 2:30. Finally fell asleep. My oldest, Jensen, he's 3.5, came down in our bed at like 5:15, and that's like what we consider an acceptable time for him to be in our bedroom. He's a very early riser. It doesn't matter what time. If he goes down at 7, if he goes down at 9, he's going to be up by 5. He's just, it is what it is. So we have his like sound machine set to where he can get out of his room. The light turns purple. That says like good to go to get out of his room. So yeah, he crawled down, like 5:15. and he knows that he can, at that point, if the light is purple, he can watch TV, he can be up, like whatever, cool. So I turn on his TV show, and then the next thing I know, he's like tapping me. He's like, "Mommy, I need to go change my underwear. I peed in my pants." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" He's been potty trained like solidly for a year now. Like, we rarely ever have accidents. He's like, "Yeah, I need to go potty. I just had a little potty in my pants. I need to go really bad." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, "We don't have any underwear down here," and Collins is still upstairs sleeping in his room. And luckily we had a laundry basket at the top of the stairs that had like clean underwear in it, but I actually don't even know if he really peed in his pants, but whatever. Not gonna argue with him. But got him settled down. At this point it's like 5:45, and I'm like raging at this point because I have had not a lot of sleep at all. And I am just like, "You handle it on your own, kid. I'm going to go up to the guest bedroom and I'm going to go sleep for a little bit. And like, I'm done. I'm checked out. Your dad can handle it," kind of thing. Like, whatever. But I think I did end up finally fell back asleep around 6. He came into the guest bedroom at like 7 and was like, "I need a new shirt," because he's just been wanting to wear either like just underwear or underwear and pajama pants, not a shirt. But then he wants the pajama shirt on in the morning if we're home so that he can like play and not be cold. So he's like, "I need my shirt." And I was like, "What do you mean you need your shirt? Like, get your dad to do it. Why are you bothering me?" And he's like, "Dad said he wouldn't do it." I didn't know that Collins had already been awake, so he was dealing with Collins and trying to get breakfast. So like, I just got up at that point to help him with that. But yeah, so I'm exhausted. That's pretty much it. Today we had swim lessons. They didn't have a spot open for Collins, so we just did Jensen's swim class and then went by the new house because they've been sheetrocking this week, and so we did that. It's really cool to see everything. They've got like a really good start on the sheetrock, and then they're also going to pour the driveway this week, which is exciting. So we went and looked at that, which has been really fun to see. Like, Jensen, he loves walking through the house. I'm not gonna lie, like, I love walking through the house, but like, kid loves walking through the house. Picked up lunch, came home, got the kids down for a nap, and then after nap we went to a place called the Rabbit Hole in Kansas City. It just opened this week, and I was taking a gamble that it wouldn't be like insanely busy with it being like opening week, but there was a lot of like St. Patrick's Day parades this week, or today, and we went like right before dinner time, so I was really just banking on the fact like maybe people with little kids would be like either out to dinner already or they'd be back at their houses. And it was not very busy, but it's a super cool place. So it's, I think they like technically have classified it as a children's museum, but it is like reading literature themed. So like classic children's books. Some of them were like, I recognized some of them. They weren't like books that I would have loved as a kid. The one that like Jensen was enthralled with was The Great Green Room from Goodnight Moon. And we've been reading that book like nonstop for weeks now. But they had like a little Madeline area, and the Curious George one isn't done yet. Those would be like the two biggest ones that I would have recognized. What is it, like the Frog and Toad, the Dirty, Harry the Dirty Dog or something. Where the Sidewalk Ends from Shel Silverstein. There's like the Fire Cat one. Can't remember. Like trying to think off the top of my head. Like I said, like these aren't books that I would have, like I have read them, most of them. There was a few that I didn't even recognize, like they're just older. And they just weren't books that were read to me as a kid. But they had a little, like, area. I wouldn't even call, they called them exhibits, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was like an exhibit, but I guess it was. Areas that you could, like, sit and read the book. Different structures that you could climb, holes that you could, like, climb in and out, different areas that had different sensory features on them. It was just a really, really neat idea. It's probably just easier if you just go look them up on Instagram and see some of their videos to see what I'm talking about, but the Rabbit Hole KC is where we went, and it was a lot of fun. Jensen kept saying, like, I'm so bored, or this is so boring, or something, and we were like, what do you mean, like, this is so boring? You're sitting here having a blast, like, shut up. But he definitely didn't mean it like he was bored. He had probably heard that at some point this week, and, like, that was just what he kept saying, because we kept asking him if he was having fun, and he's like, yeah, this is so much fun. Like, you could tell, like, he just really enjoyed it. They had, like, I took pictures of it, but they have, like, the Shel Silverstein snake on the ground, and you can, like, put your little tiny toddler body inside the mouth of the snake, and it looks like you're eating, like, being eaten by the snake. They just had some really neat, like, feature things. And they're not done yet. Like, they did just open, but they're not done. So they have a whole second floor that they're going to be doing, and then, like, the Curie Storage exhibit wasn't done yet, and there was another one, but I can't remember. Had an elephant, I think. Looked like a circus tent type thing, but they're not done with those yet. So they'll be adding more to it, but I had a blast. Collins, he is almost one, loved some of the stuff there. He couldn't do, like, all the climbing through everything. Oh, like, the coolest part is when you first get in, you have to go down a literal rabbit hole to get up into the museum. Like, you go down to then eventually go through the tunnels and get up. But it was just, like, a really neat little concept, and I'm excited to see this thing grow as Kansas City continues to grow. Sorry, I'm also, like, I got my tattoo colored this week, and it's very, very itchy, so I'm trying not to itch it, but it is very, very difficult. Alright, let's do this guy. This is a vertical kit, and I'm used to using horizontal kits. The only difference between the horizontal and the vertical kits, truthfully, is the size of the checklist and the full boxes. They're just a little bit more scrunched in the horizontal kits, and they're more elongated in the vertical kits. So really the only way that you'd really be able to tell the difference is, like, just in the length of these. With that being said, I have a pretty structured, like, sidebar that I like to do, and when this sticker is longer, and then my step sticker, which is, like, the weekly tracker, like, the days of the week, is longer, you can't fit as much. So let's see. I'm going to put the weekend banner on, and then I need to do the date covers before I forget. I think we could definitely do either blue or green since they're on the opposite side. I'm kind of leaning towards the green. If I remember, these are kind of tricky to, like, lay down straight. Oh, I couldn't get that lucky. But it's fairly straight, like, we're just going to leave it. Okay, let's do date covers. So yeah, that was our day. Tomorrow, we don't have a ton going on. Need to work on finishing boxing up the boys' room. And then we're going over to my dad's house for my brother's birthday dinner. My brother's birthday was back in February, but we just haven't seen them really since then, honestly. Oh shoot, do I have a blue Monday start? So that is the only thing. Mondays are all pink on here, so I should have started the week pink, but because I started it with blue, then it messed it up, but that's fine. So thus, the date covers aren't going to be color blocked, which is fine. I could just not color block everything, but I don't. This would be an easy kit to not color block because a lot of the full boxes do have multiple colors, so it'll all be fine in the end. But I am just finishing up my spring break week. I go back to work on Monday. Should be a pretty quiet week with work. They don't tend to schedule a ton that first week back. They know everyone. The kids are a little bit, you know, grumpy to be back, and adults as well, and it's just kind of more quiet week. And then just our home life, there's just not a lot going on. We've got some things Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but nothing like crazy. Also, if you can hear laughter in the background, it's just my husband. He's watching a Twitch stream. But yeah, you'll probably be able to hear him every now and then. Definitely not a haunted room by any means. You're fine. It's just, I imagine when someone like watches this back that they just hear this like ghostly laughter in the background. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not really a ton. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. Oh, I don't know if I've zoomed in a while. Like, my zoom was a little bit shaky. Yeah, I just don't have a ton going on this week. I forgot to use my St. Patrick's Day kit last week. I posted about it in the Sweet Kawaii Design group, and a lot of people are like, I'm just going to use it this week, or like whatever, and I just don't want to. Other holidays, like I might be able to do it, but I just, once the holidays pass, I don't like we just don't need St. Patrick's Day colors this week. But the reason I'm choosing this, and I'm going to make it through this whole dang video without crying like a baby, I'm going to do my best. This is the anniversary of the death of my mom. My mom died in 2016, and so this will be 8 years without my mom, which is every year. It's just like mind-blowing. Like it's hard to still like fathom and like wrap my head around how it's been that long without my mom. But here we are. Okay. Sorry, my nose also itched really bad. Let's go back to the sidebar over here. I've got purple. I don't really think that I want to like keep it all purple. But I could. I only have one of the purple habit trackers though, which is fine. So in the sidebar, I've been really enjoying marking where I'm at in my reading goal for this year, and because I have been doing, I've had spring break, I feel like I read a lot or listened to a lot or a combination of everything, and so I made like a pretty good jump. I'm on 20, and my goal for this year is 45. So I'm almost halfway through my goal, a third of the year, and a fourth of the year in. And so that, I thought 45 was lofty. I'm not going to lie. I won't be able to do as much reading here in the next couple of months just because we're moving. But aside from that, I do need a book sticker, but it needs to not take up a ton of room. Just probably be like something little. Actually, let's work our way back up from the bottom. So I do want to use the purple, but maybe I use like the red, pink, purple, since those are colors that are on the opposite side of the planner. Or maybe I do orange, red, pink. We'll do that. So yeah, 8 years since my mom passed is like wild to me. So yeah, I'm glad that there's not a ton planned this week. But the reason I chose this kit, I mean, aside from that I love it, my mom and I used to scrapbook together, and then so my mom's death is what actually made me find and get into planning. When she passed away, and I've told this story before, I felt very out of control with everything, and I just stumbled upon planning videos on YouTube, and Sweet Kawaii Design was one of the first ones that I found, and just slowly, or not so slowly, got into planning. During that time in my life, I was newly married, going to grad school full-time to get my master's in OT, and also working full-time, and so it felt like a lot. Now it's almost laughable that now that I have kids, like, that just seems like, I'm not saying that that part of my life was not difficult, because it absolutely was very, very hard to go to work and school like full-time. I could not imagine of doing that with like kids. I just can't. But I'm just like, dang, I was still, like, when I thought I wasn't getting sleep then, I was getting sleep then. But yeah, life was pretty chaotic, and planning really helped me dial in a little bit to my life. And so anytime I do like planning, it feels close to scrapbooking and what I enjoy doing with my mom. And so yeah, she's a big part of the reason why I got into planning when I did, and a big reason as to why I still plan today. Definitely not planning to the caliber that I used to, just because I do have 2 kids that are little and life's crazy, but we're trying. We are trying. Okay, see how tiny that space is compared to, like, even this I feel like is a tiny of a space because I did a different thing in the sidebar. I went back and filled in my steps. But usually I have like more of like closer to a half box size, and this is more like quarter box-ish type size. So let me just find some sort of reading sticker. But I'm also going to be tracking reading down here. I'd like to be reading every day, even if it's a little bit. I'd like to read just a little. So let's find some stickers that would work in those 2 spots. I mean, keeping up with the purple theme, we could just do the pixie, which these are my last pixie stickers. I'm sad about it. And I'll probably just put like reading goal and then such and such out of whatever. And then down at the bottom, probably do like the unicorn. Little Peggy there. And steps, going to be tracking those this week because I'm going to start intermittent fasting, technically I guess Sunday night. I can't lose weight after having call-ins. Like, I've been pretty stagnant this entire year. Now, have I been working out? No. Have I been doing my walks and probably watching what I eat super well? No. But it's just not coming off easily or as easily as it did with Jensen, and I gained a lot more with call-ins. So I still have a solid like 45 pounds to get to like where I want to be. But obviously I know like that's a lot. So we're gonna try intermittent fasting. I've had a lot of coworkers have good success with it. I'm not gonna like super stress out if like it doesn't work, but I'm gonna give it my best effort, and just hope that even if it's just like a few weeks of like really good solid effort, even if that's enough to even just like jumpstart some sort of metabolism or like healthier thinking. We've been eating out more than normal for us as a family. It's just little chaotic, but I have been doing some things, sorry, I really could not think and talk. Like, I want to go on a walk with the boys. The boys, like, Jensen wants to go on walks in the evening too, but by the time we get them home, like, get off work, go get them from daycare, bring them home, it is not, we don't have enough days, like, enough time in the day to be getting all of that done, and then getting them for a bath and bed. So what I did do is, we do have a Wonderfold wagon, so if you don't know what that is, like, you can just Google that as well, Wonderfold. We have the 4-seater though, and it's a beast to push. However, also needing to track my water. However, it's super nice, and the one thing that's been holding me back is, like, I don't have the snack tray that goes for the wagon, and so there's nowhere to put, like, food or a snack without making a huge mess. Like, you just wouldn't have anywhere to put it. But I ordered the snack tray, and it should be here next weekend, so that it can go across the wagon. And then I bought another, like, liner to go in there so that I can just, like, toss food on top of it, and then the boys can just sit in the wagon, eat their dinner, we can go on my walks, like, everyone's a win-win. But yeah, we'll just have a lot more, like, finger food, easy dinners, I guess, which are not, like, always healthier options, but at least we're able to get out and walk. So it's like, you know, I can't have it all right now. I just can't. I've got 2 little kids. I can't do everything, and I just can't. So I'm just gonna do my best. The other thing that I needed to do, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna use for this. I might just have to use, like, a star or something. I would like to pack, like, at least a box a night, from whatever room. We are going to focus mainly on the master bedroom next week. If I can get the boys' room finished tomorrow. If not, I'll have to focus on the boys' room, get that finished, and then move on to the master. But we've got to be making progress. May is our deadline, like May 1st. We want the whole house boxed up as much as possible. So yeah. Let's get into, like, the week though, and really we're just going to be throwing down a bunch of stickers. There's just not a lot going on. First thing first, on Monday though, I want to take measurements and I want to do a weigh-in, which is not something that I've been doing much at all. And so I just want a good, like, starting point. And I used to put, like, my weight in my planner. I just don't want to right now, so I'm not going to. But I think I could do, like, a little weigh-in sticker, and then probably, like, and take measurements or something. It seems weird, but I'm probably gonna write, like, weigh-in, even though it says weigh-in right here. And then I'm probably gonna put, like, take measurements down here. I don't know. And then I want to use a half box. Or I'm actually gonna do this important one. So see, this is what I mean, like, the box itself is pink, but the planner on it is blue. So that's where it's kind of hard to say that we are color blocking because they don't really match up that way. But on Mondays we have to take the boys' like, sheet set stuff. They don't actually have to bring sheets, but, like, their blanket. Jensen has this puppy. We have sleep sack, whatever. So I just usually use a reminder to take that. We are so close to being done with bottles, though, which is really nice. Once Collins turns 1 year, we're done with bottles and we can be done taking that every single day. But with that being said, I'm sure Collins will end up with low iron levels like Jensen did, and we'll have to do iron supplements every morning, and that's just another thing to do, but whatever. So those are the only things that I have for Monday. My intermittent fasting, I would love any suggestions that you guys have if you guys have done it. Kind of like what worked, didn't work for you, some tips and tricks would be great. My coworkers, I'll pretty much do like they stop eating at 8 in the evening, and then they don't eat again until like 10:30, 11. It's cool. It's going to be really hard to not have my coffee in the morning and not have breakfast. I rely very heavily on those. However, I have got stuff to take to work to make iced coffee, so as soon as I can have it in the morning, I'm going to have it. Instead of using like creamer or milk, I have protein shakes. The like Premier Protein that I'm going to use as like my creamer in my cold brew, and yeah, we're gonna try it. I can do black coffee in the morning. I'm just not a huge black coffee fan, and I think it'll just make me grumpy if I have it, so we'll just focus on drinking water first thing in the morning and getting our water intake up again. It's been a long time since I've been successful with any sort of water intake. So yeah, that's it though for Mondays. So let's see, I do have, there's this style was like randomly thrown in of this half box, so I think I might do it like this. That's crooked. Yeah, the blue is crooked. And then hopefully like we'll get to go on a walk or something. We won't get to do like a full walk because I'm not gonna have the snack tray quite yet. It's not in. And then do this all the way at the bottom. I won't have to do dishes that day. As far as like loading and unloading and then reloading, I guess is what I should say. But I can put this here. And then, yeah, I have like a little space here. So I've got 4 spaces essentially, which is, that's a lot actually. I don't know that I would need 4 spaces. I do have this. I can kind of just like sneak in there. Oh, it doesn't span all the way across. Never mind. Usually, like, now they span across all the way, but I don't like that. How it doesn't go all the way across. Cool. Tuesday, we've got $2 Tuesday. So I'm going to put those in. I'll put $2 Tuesday and Freebie Friday in there. There's my Instagram stickers. So I'll take 2 of those. Really the main thing on Tuesday is that is the anniversary of my mom's death. So I'll just put some sort of full box sticker in there, I think, just to write that in. And then we don't have plans other than that. It is wild. So I'm turning 32 this year, so I'm getting older, but I am not old by any means. And so 8 years in the relative scheme of my 32 years of life, like, that's a lot. It's gonna get to that point where it's like the tipping point of where, like, I had my mom in my life for this many years versus why did I put those away? I needed the $2 Tuesday and the Freebie Friday stickers. At some point in my life, I will have lived longer hopefully, more years without my mom than with my mom, which is just, like, that's the kind of weird stuff that you start to think about. But I don't want to today. Don't want to dive into that. I have talked about my mom's passing many of times on my channel, so it's not like anything that I don't want to talk about, or I'm not unwilling to talk about, I guess. I just don't want to go down that road this late at night. Okay, so I do want to mark that in. I don't know that I'll even really put a sticker with it or anything. I might have to use a half box, because, like, meh, it's not really what I want to use. I could use this, oh, but I do have this. Okay, so I'll probably, maybe I'll do both of these. They're the only green ones I have, and honestly, the chances of me using this kit again are pretty slim, especially with not having a lot of, as many of the elements as I would like. I'd like to put this up higher, to me, like, higher up first, like, chronologically, like the first priority of the day. More important stuff tend to either go, for me, at the top or the bottom, instead of, like, smushed in the middle. And then maybe I'll, like, leave a little space down here. Put this one in, and then maybe do a quarter box. I think that'll look pretty good. Yeah, so that'll still give me 3 spaces, again, to fill in whatever cleaning, organizing, whatever I do there. I don't even think I have any, like, meetings this week at all. Wednesday, all I have written down is that I need to do the dishes. Cool. I can handle that. Probably won't even, like, write that in my planner at this point. Yeah, probably just not. Okay, let's do this half box up at the top. Give it a good punch of color up there. And then let's leave a little bit of a space. I do have maybe I should do, like, leave a space and then do this one. Yeah, I like that better. And then let's do a quarter box at the bottom of the day that's all yellow. Yeah, such a boring week when I don't have anything going on. There's always stuff, I mean, don't get me wrong, I always find things to do. Whether that be reading or planning or, like, whatever, but, like, we find things to fill in. I just don't, I can't really, like, think ahead of time what we'll be doing. Because I don't need this page anymore. I like to take pages out as I've used them that I know that I'm not going to be using. There we go. Okay, orange. We do have this full box, so I'll be using that. And then we also have this one, but I think I'll just use the 2 other full half boxes and then some quarter boxes. So I have not put, this is where I start thinking. I don't have a full box yet on the very bottom of the page. However, this will be the only day that I can put a full box all the way at the top. It tends to be how Thursday is. I like to stagger my things, so this is the only day where a full box can go all the way at the very, very top, because there's something up here for the rest of the week. So I've got 2 quarter boxes and I've got 2 half boxes to work with. Let me open this back up. I also like to keep it open on Thursday so that I can see like what we've got working with. Let's do like a little space, put a quarter box in so that's straight. Oh, almost. I might leave it for now. And then maybe let's leave a space. Ooh. Hold on, let's put this one all the way at the bottom. And I have another orange half box. I think that'll work. And then that's like another half box space. That's a lot of spots, I guess. It's really only 4. I do know that this day Jensen has his gym bus, so we'll put a gymnastics sticker up here at the top. Really doesn't matter to me that it's gym bus day. I just know that on gym bus days we need to take, he needs to have like comfy clothes on, which is like, again, no big deal because that seems to be all he likes to wear right now. Anyway, I like little Frank, his little gymnastics get up there. And then that's it for Thursday. Freebie Friday I've already put on there for Friday. I do know at the end of the day I'm going to Rialana consignment shop for kids with my neighbor Lauren, friend Lauren. She's just my neighbor as well. Going to do that. I think it starts at 5. I think it's like when we can show up and do, I think they have like appetizers, and we bought like special tickets to be able to get in early. Very excited for this, not gonna lie. So because I have like a lot of writing things on here, I think I'd like to put some sort of full box at the bottom. Which, like, I guess is this one. I don't know if I want to put it all the way at the bottom. No, I like the way that that looks that way. And then let's do, I don't want to like put reminder and then not, what if I don't need reminded of anything? Like, you know what I mean? So I guess, yeah, let's not then. Let's do like a space. Do that, and then let's do a quarter box. Right under Freebie Friday. So again, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. I already know what I'm putting here, and then 5. Seems like a lot again, but it'll be alright. And then Saturday we do actually have a few things going on. I do anticipate being able to film, edit, and upload another Plan With Me on Saturday. I just don't know. I don't want to like tell you and commit to doing something that I can't be consistent with. With that being said, we'll have to do dishes that way. We have to do dishes every 3 days right now, like minimum, because of the number of bottles we have and me not wanting to do any hand washing because, again, time. We will have swim in the morning. Okay. Let's do this for swim. I know we just did that on the red day, but it's alright. And then let's pull in some sort of swim icon there. We'll see if we can get Collins into swim class on Saturday. It's just everyone's got their kid in swim lessons now because we're getting close to the summer, so that's kind of what's going on with that there. I wish these swim guys were in pastel colors, and they're not. So let's see. Like, yellow is the one that like sticks out to me as being like an okay one to have here. And then we'll come home, we'll do the lunch and the nap thing, and then at 3 o'clock they have their Easter egg hunt in town. So I think we'll plan on going to that. What if I put this, oh, let's do this all the way at the bottom. And then probably do like that work. Give me 2 smaller spaces above and below. That'll be fine. And probably do the Easter egg hunt in that one. Let's see. I need spring, summer, fall. There's some. These are a little too vibrant. Is all I have for Easter probably right now. I'll just probably do an egg, I guess. I mean, this one's cute though. And we are going to see the Easter Bunny because Easter Bunny will be there. Oh, look. If I put it by the cloud, he's got a little tail. Okay. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to film a plan with me. If I do, I might I can always switch things up. That's one of the most things that I love about Sweet Kawaii Design is the ability to shift things around even after I'm done planning. And then Sunday, I know that we have dinner at my dad's. It's usually like the very last of the last thing that we do. I'll probably do this Don't Forget. And then leave like a little space. Maybe enough to put like a quarter box. And then a non-quarter box. That's if we have dinner at my dad's. Sometimes we do, sometimes, I mean most of the times we do, but every now and then either like someone's sick, someone's tired, or like we just don't. And I have like lots of like, stuff. I don't know. So yeah, we've got that. We've got the Don't Forget. I know at some point that day I'll need to do the boys' laundry to get everything prepped for the following Monday. That's it. So let's leave the space at the top open a little bit. And then put a half box. And then I want to do another quarter box. Like right there. So then yeah, I'll still have a little space underneath that to do some small icon. But yeah, that's it. That's it for my week. How boring. Like I said, I just don't have a lot going on, and that's totally okay, because I always feel like going into this week, I'm like, if I just keep myself busy, I'll be fine. Truth is, more times than not this week, going to the anniversary of my mom's death, I don't feel like doing anything. And it ends up being a problem. But anywho, I'm so glad that I got to chat with you guys for a little bit while I put some stickers down, and then I'll be very excited to see how this all comes together as we have plans that form and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I love it. Oh, but I love the rainbow ombre, bottom washi, and all that jazz. I do PR for Sweet Kawaii Design, so you can always use my code KAYLA10. It'll get you 10% off your order, and then it will also give you this freebie. You cannot use the code on subscription kits. Everything else you can. If you have other coupons that are a better deal, always use those first, but you can still drop one of our names into the notes to seller section, and then you'll still be able to get it. I just realized it's my it's my sticker. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys again really soon for another plan with me. I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things, which I have been slowly. We're getting there. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.